Earthquakes occur due to the movement of tectonic plates, which make up the Earth's crust. When these plates move or shift, it can cause the ground to shake and create seismic waves. The most terrible earthquakes in history include the 1556 Shaanxi earthquake in China, which is believed to have killed over 800,000 people, the 2010 Haiti earthquake, which caused widespread devastation and killed over 200,000 people, and the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami in Japan, which triggered a nuclear disaster and resulted in over 15,000 deaths. Earthquakes are a natural phenomenon that occur when two tectonic plates, which make up the Earth's crust, move past each other, causing a release of energy in the form of seismic waves. The point within the Earth where the movement begins is called the hypocenter or focus, while the point on the Earth's surface directly above the hypocenter is called the epicenter. Earthquakes can range in intensity from barely perceptible to extremely destructive, depending on the magnitude of the earthquake and the proximity of populated areas to the epicenter. The magnitude of an earthquake is a measure of the energy released and is expressed on the Richter scale, which ranges from 0 to 10. While earthquakes cannot be predicted with precision, scientists can use data from seismographs and other instruments to monitor earthquake activity and assess the risk of future earthquakes in certain regions. Building codes and other measures can also be implemented to reduce the risk of damage and loss of life in earthquake-prone areas. The Shaanxi earthquake, also known as the Great Christian Earthquake, occurred on January 23, 1556, in the Shaanxi province of China. It is one of the deadliest earthquakes in recorded history, with an estimated death toll of between 830,000 and 840,000 people. The earthquake had a magnitude of approximately 8 on the Richter scale and is believed to have been caused by the movement of the Wei River Fault. The earthquake caused widespread destruction, with many buildings and homes collapsing and large landslides and ground fissures forming. The effects of the earthquake were felt over an area of approximately 520 miles 840 Kelvin in diameter. The aftermath of the earthquake was devastating, with many people left homeless and without access to food, water, or medical care. The Emperor of China at the time, Emperor Jiajing, responded by ordering aid to be sent to the affected areas, but the scale of the disaster was such that it was difficult to provide effective assistance. The earthquake had a profound impact on the region, and its effects were felt for many years afterwards. The Haiti earthquake occurred on January 12, 2010, in the Caribbean nation of Haiti. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.0 on the Richter scale, and its epicenter was located approximately 16 miles 25 kilometers west of the capital, Port-au-Prince. The earthquake caused widespread devastation, with many buildings and homes collapsing and infrastructure being severely damaged. The death toll from the earthquake was estimated to be over 200,000, with many more people injured or left homeless. The response to the earthquake was complicated by a number of factors, including the country's weak infrastructure and the fact that many aid organizations and government agencies were already stretched thin by other disasters and crises around the world. Nevertheless, many countries and organizations came together to provide aid and support to the people of Haiti, with the focus on providing food, water, medical care, and shelter to those in need. The long-term effects of the earthquake on Haiti have been significant, with many people still struggling to rebuild their lives and communities years after the disaster. The earthquake highlighted the need for greater investment in infrastructure and disaster preparedness in vulnerable areas around the world. The Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, also known as the Great East Japan earthquake, occurred on March 11, 2011, off the coast of Japan. The earthquake had a magnitude of 9.0 on the Richter scale, making it one of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded. The earthquake triggered a massive tsunami, with waves reaching heights of up to 40 meters 130 feet in some areas. The earthquake and tsunami caused widespread devastation in Japan, with many buildings and homes destroyed and infrastructure severely damaged. The disaster also triggered a nuclear accident at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, which resulted in the release of radioactive materials and a prolonged evacuation of the surrounding area. The death toll from the earthquake and tsunami was over 15,000 people, with many more injured or left homeless. The response to the disaster involved a massive international aid effort, with many countries and organizations providing assistance and support to Japan. In the years since the disaster, Japan has made significant efforts to rebuild affected areas and improve disaster preparedness and response. The disaster also had a profound impact on global efforts to address climate change and promote sustainable development, with many countries and organizations recognizing the need to build resilience to natural disasters and invest in renewable energy and low-carbon infrastructure. Turkey is located in an area of high seismic activity and has experienced many earthquakes throughout its history. One of the deadliest earthquakes in Turkey's recent history occurred on August 17, 1999, in the Marmara region, which includes the city of Istanbul. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.4 on the Richter scale and resulted in the deaths of over 17,000 people. Another significant earthquake occurred on October 23, 2011, in the eastern province of Van. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.2 and resulted in the deaths of over 600 people. The earthquake also caused widespread damage to buildings and infrastructure.